Hello. So over here we're going to do some practice questions together on various shapes like prisms and cylinders. We're going to talk specifically about surface areas as well as volumes and providing different formulas for them and learning how to figure out the calculation. So we're going to start by finding the surface area of rectangular prisms. So we have a rectangular prism here, and we're going to move on to finding the surface area of this triangular prism. And so we have a triangular prism here. And so before we get deeper into this, I just want to review with us that surface area means that you're figuring out the measurement of the exterior of the shape that you're dealing with. And volume means that you're figuring out the amount of space that that particular shape contains. So for example, if you're looking at a cylinder, you're figuring out the amount of space that the cylinder contains, or the amount of space that is inside that particular cylinder. So find the surface area of rectangular prisms. So in a lot of cases, you have to figure out all the different areas in the shape that you're dealing with. So you have to break it down into various areas, and then you have to figure out all the different areas, and then you have to add up your result from all the different areas. And then so when you're calculating surface area, for example, if your unit is in meters, it has to be meters squared, not cubed. And when you're calculating anything volume, it has to be cubed, not squared, basically. So find the surface area of this rectangular prism. Now we know it's a rectangular prism because it is made up of rectangles all through. Now these are 6 different shapes, so we're going to figure out the area of all 6 and then add them together. So what I'm going to do here is that each side is repeated or duplicated. So I'm going to find A. I take the measure of A twice because there's another face like this opposite it. The same applies to B. There's another face like B opposite B, and there's another face like C opposite C. So in this case, it is on the bottom of the rectangular prism. So I'm going to find the area of each rectangle. So the area for a rectangle is length times width. So I'm going to do area A. So length times width. So this is going to be, so this is 3, so this is 3, and this is 7, this is 7. So 3 times 7, 21 centimeters squared. So again, this 3 is the same as this 3, and this 7 is the same as this 7. So 3 times 7, area B. Again, it's length times width. So this is B, so I've got 7, and this is 2, so this is 2. So 7 times 2. And area C. Area C, I've got 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So 6 centimeters squared. So the surface area is going to be 2 times the area of A plus 2 times the area of B plus 2 times the area of C. Because remember, we have a total of 6 sides, and each of A, B, C is duplicated or repeated. So 2 times 21 is 42. 2 times 14 is 28. 2 times 6 is 12. Please be careful. Make sure you're constantly checking your work as well. 42, 28, 12. So this is 40, so 82. Now because we're dealing with surface area, so centimeters squared. And so for a triangular prism, so this one has only 5 faces, is now 6, like this one. So 5 faces. The triangular faces are identical, so those ones constitute 2 of the 5 faces. 2 of the 5 faces. So I'm going to say area I'm going to call the triangles 1 and 2. So I'm going to say 2 multiplied by, now the area for a triangle is half base times height. Base times height. So this is 2 times 1 over 2. So if I'm looking at this triangle, this is my base, so 25, and 12 is my height here, so 25 times 12. So 25 times 12 is going to be 150. Ooh. Actually, let me check that. 25 times 12. I apologize, it is 300. So centimeters squared. So area, so we have a couple of other ones. So 3, 4, and 5. Area 3, area 4, area 5. So once we get all these 3, we just add them to 300, and then that gives us our overall total surface area for this triangular prism. So area 3, so I'm going to figure out this particular shape now. So we're still looking at this one, and this one. So for this one, I'm looking at 25 and 30. I apologize. Actually, this length here is 20 centimeters. Yeah, so this length here is 20 centimeters. So that means for this particular shape here, it's going to be 30 times 25. So we're looking at a rectangle. So that is length times width. 30 times 25. That should be 750, I think. 30 times 25, 750. Area 4, I'm going to do for this one here. So I'm looking at 15 and 30, length times width. I think that is 450. Yeah. So 30 and 15. And I'm looking at number 5 is this big one here. So it's 30 and 20. Length times width. So 600 centimeters squared. So my total surface area. My total surface area is going to be 300 plus 750 plus 450 plus 600. So 2100. So my total surface area is 2100 centimeters squared. Alright, so questions 3 and 4. Question 3 is talking about finding the volume of a rectangular prism. Question 4 is talking about finding the volume of a triangular prism. So the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism is the area of the base times the height, and the volume here is the area of the base times, we choose to call it the length. It just makes it less confusing. So the area of the base here, so the base is, so this is the base here that I'm going to go with. It is length times width, and then times the height, of course. So I'm going to do 5 times 3, and then times the height of 4.5. So length times width times 4.5. So this is 67.5. It's cubed here because it's volume. So, and over here, the area of the base. So this is the base here. So we're looking at a triangle, and the area of the triangle is half base times height. So half base times height, and then in this case times, I'm going to say L for length. So 1 over 2 base times height, so 5 times 12 here. And then, so 5 times 12, the length is 8, so times 8. So that is 60 times 4, 240 meters cubed. So please be very careful, because this one is in meters, so it's going to be meters cubed. So half base times height, so 5 and 12, and times the length, so 8. 240 meter cubed. Alright, so now, so we are dealing with cylinders. So here we're finding the surface area of this cylinder, and here we're finding the volume of this particular cylinder. And so for the cylinder, the surface area is the circumference of the base times the height, and the volume is the area of the base times the height. So the base is this is identical to this, so we're going to use this radius, and the base is a circle, so the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r or pi d, because diameter is 2 times the radius. So this is 2 pi r times the height, which is 2 pi is 3.14, the radius is 0.2, and the height is 2.8. So again, 2 times pi is 3.14, is a special number. The radius r is 0.2, the height is 2.8. So let's just do this calculation. 3.14 times 2 times 0.2 times 2.8. So 3.52. So this is centimeters squared. 3.52 centimeters squared. The area of the base, so again it's a circle, it's identical to this, so we're using this radius. The area of the base is the area of a circle, which is pi r squared times the h. So pi is 3.14, the radius is 2.9, so squared. The height is 12.4. So pi is 3.14 times 2.9 times 2.9 times 12.4. So this is 327.5. And so this is meters. Now please be careful. This is volume, so it has to be cubed. And this one is surface area, so it has to be squared. Alright, so please make sure you know all your formulas. Make sure you're using the appropriate formula every single time as well. Thank you.